We're here for rapid
Thanks, Dad.
fire. We're gonna get into some NFL. We're gonna change things up. So you were talking about Joe Morley there, and so the Raiders announced last week the first ever Raider fan cruise that will set sail in March of 2025. Raider fans and alumni will participate in a Raiders theme experience during a 7-night Mexican Riviera cruise. First question is, should the Compas be on this cruise with Joe Morley? But seriously, are there any theme cruises you guys would sign up for tomorrow if it was announced today?
Hell yeah. Oh, who
Go
wants
ahead.
to
Go ahead. Like, go ahead.
Okay, I'll go first. Yeah, if there was an OnlyFans cruise, I would definitely go on it.
What
I
with
think that would be a lot of
influencers and stuff?
Huh?
Like
Yeah, but yeah, of a certain gender.
Oh,
But I would definitely go on that. I would be all over that. So yeah, give me the OnlyFans cruise and I'm all for that. Let's do it. Let's what's her name? The one that D'Angelo Russell snitched on, and what's her name? She broke up with Nick Young. Azalea.
oh
Her
yeah, Iggy Azalea.
I'm sure
Oh
Larsa
yeah,
Pippen's on
she'd be
there.
the
Like,
captain
yeah,
of the
no.
boat or what?
Oh yeah. Oh, give me all of them. Yeah. What's up? Hey, we got it. So yeah. I do it. No. But well, I would jump on that cruise, but in all reality, no, because I think I hate being around people in a sense. So I don't think I could stand being on Mimsy's getting on me for it. But no, I don't know. I just too many people in an enclosed area, and then like I've seen too many movies where like submarines hit it with a torpedo and all this stuff. So yeah, no, I'm Poseidon, all that. No, I'm good. But that first one, I don't know. I might have to consider it, but go ahead. By the way, Joe Morley told me he would not go on that cruise.
Oh really?
So
Oh
yeah,
okay.
he said he will
Why?
not go on that cruise.
He didn't
According to
say
him,
why. We gotta ask
allegedly.
him one
No,
day.
I'll ask him. Yeah, well, you
Hmm.
know what? I like texting with Morley's funny, but like when you get him in person, he's just completely nuts. So I definitely I'd have to ask him that in person. But yeah, Gilbert, what about you?
Honestly, I can't top that answer. The OnlyFans, that's great by you because again, I'm not really like a go out and be around a lot of people person. I know
Yeah,
Caroline makes me do like stuff like go to the Renaissance Fair, which Victor went to this weekend. You know, maybe like that would be kind of cool. But after a while, you get tired of it. And I was thinking, like, what if like a WWE theme? People will annoy me after like 24 hours.
that's what I was gonna say WWE also, but I thought.
But I'll say this. I'll give you an answer, Victor. I think it's a smart idea to do like a fan thing for certain teams. Like you can make a lot of money. We should make a cruise, a Compas cruise, and have a day for the Browns fans, have a day for the Charger fans, have a day for the Rams,
I
have a
thought you
day
were gonna
for
say brown people.
so, oh yeah, brown people too. The Mexican cruise. Well, they all go to Mexico. So I
Because
guess
you
they're all
said
Mexican.
brown, so I was like,
I don't know why I
he's
thought
gonna-
about the Browns, but the Dog Pound is a good group of people. The Steelers and
Oh, did he?
any type of fan base that you feel like is very passionate. The Packers obviously will have a bunch of people. But the Raider cruise to be kind of like the starting one, I like it. Just everywhere you go, you hear Raiders. Like us, we'll get annoyed of it. But Raider fans, if we hear Joe Morley's kid doing that the whole time, I would definitely
Yeah.
be okay with that. Wait us, but
Ma-
I think it's a gold mine of an idea. People will definitely buy it. Will sell out. Go through Mexico or whatever, the Bahamas. I like it.
Mimsy, no, I would hate that idea. No
Beat
beat writer
Riders cruise.
I would not go on that.
Oh
I
man,
definitely would not go on that. I would push people overboard. So yeah, no,
yeah.
I'm good on that.
One
So
rule for Beat Riders cruise: don't talk about football. Let's just have a good time and drink.
and I would have to look at the list of beat writers, quote unquote, that are on there. So so yeah, I definitely they're I'm telling you, a lot of these
You gotta
companies
get
should hire me
approval.
to put limitations on what a beat writer and beat reporter is. So so yeah,
Yeah, but if you're gonna allow some OnlyFans people to be beat reporters, I bet you're gonna pass that.
let's do it. That's it. I'm telling you that OnlyFans cruise would be me and like well no, but
Might as
yeah,
well combine it with a boxing crowd and
No.
bring in the ring girls too while you're
no,
at
they
it.
would take my that, but not men. They take my women. No, I'm good.
The
I'm-
octagon girls and all that.
yeah, I love them too. Love them, but all combat sports. Let's do it. But
I was
No.
just gonna say this was great. Honestly, I like where you guys went with these answers. So I'm gonna give the point to Fernando there for his OnlyFans. cruise theme. I'm sure with now there's a OnlyFans channel as well out there. There's a sponsorship side, and I think it was in the Ryan Garcia fight. They already are a
Oh.
sponsor. So why not take it to
We're
the next?
gonna send this clip to OnlyFans and hopefully they can sponsor us. Why
There
not?
you go.
That'll
Yeah.
be the next. Hey, Compas brought to you by OnlyFans. So there you go.
There,
That's
hey, I do. I
Love
don't
it.
care. I have no shame. I have no shame.
All right, moving on. Now that the NFL draft is behind us, there's two quarterbacks that currently have 1 year left on their contracts with the most to prove next season. Which quarterback has the most at stake next season, guys? Dak Prescott or Tua Tagovailoa?
Ooh. Yeah, so it's my turn. I will want to say Tua, but I have a strong inclination. No sources here. I'm not one of those people that makes things up here, right? Uh, the Dolphins are going to pay him. I think they're going to pay him. And what do you have to prove after you get paid this summer? I want to believe Jerry Jones and the Jones family are setting up for a summer where Dak Prescott is going to go into training camp as a lame duck. He's going to have his final year, so all the pressure is going to be on Dak Prescott. Yeah, a different kind of duck, a duck that should not be paid, I guess, and not he's not afraid, but you get me off track. But Dak Prescott, he's done this way too many times, been in the playoffs way too many times, and he keeps striking out. First round, second round, whatever. Nobody cares about divisional round. We don't hang up banners here for division round. Maybe the Cowboys do because they haven't done anything since 1994, whatever you want to call it. But enough is enough. Dak Prescott, Cowboys, Jerry Jones, don't cave. Don't see Dak not showing up for mandatory minicamp camp. Maybe he's gone for training camp. Put the pressure on your quarterback because he hasn't won anything. And Dak, if you're smart with your agent, I don't blame you. You play that game. You got the leverage. You're a good quarterback. You're not maybe an elite quarterback, but you're much better than Trey Lance and Cooper Rush. So it's going to be something to keep an eye on this summer.
So you went Dak Prescott?
I did.
See, I think Jerry Jones is gonna pay him.
Dave?
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He sees him as a son, all this. The
It's
same
May,
way
though. It's May.
Romo,
He hasn't gotten paid yet. So
the
May.
same way he saw Troy Aikman, the same way he saw other quarterbacks. He's going to cave and he's going to pay him. So I think it's Tua. I would not pay him a dime until he has completed this season. Look, there's no more excuses. You have the speed. You have the players. You have the running backs. The only thing they don't have is the offensive line, in my opinion. I thought there were semi-decent last year at times, but then there was other times where they just didn't play well. But Tua did not can't perform in the fourth quarter. We saw what he did against the Bills in that game where it was win and you win the division. He throws a lame ball towards the sideline and he gets picked. A what?
A lame duck.
Yeah, a lame duck. I didn't want to bring up a duck again.
Throwing ducks.
Unless I was gonna throw it on the smoker and eat it. But yeah, Peter's gonna come after my ass now. But I definitely I he learned how to fall safely. Oh, you're on one today. But I just think that Tua has no more excuses. And again, I don't like the Odell Beckham Jr. signing, to be completely honest. But you have Tyreek Hill, you have Jalen Waddle. Again, I still think they need a big-bodied receiver. I know that's what they wanted Claypool to be, but he's just
right.
He's not. Yeah,
he's with the Bills, by the way.
Yeah, and they gave him 14. That was a kick in the balls to Stephon Diggs. I wouldn't retire his jersey or anything like that either, but still. But yeah, I think Tua has a lot to prove. I mean, why is it that basically everybody else in your that was drafted with you are playing up to par, or they're doing better than expected, and you're kind of the odd man out in a sense? I know Jalen Hurts kind of had a down year last year, and then obviously Herbert had the injuries, but still, Jordan Love stepped up. Jalen has stepped up. Obviously, well, I ain't gonna touch that, but still, you need to step up, and this has to be the year where he does something. If not, in a sense, Tua could cost Mike McDaniel his job. So they really need to evaluate what they're gonna do moving forward. I mean, but I just think Tua has a lot to prove this season. I was not convinced last year when they put 70 on the Broncos. I said, hey, I would pump the brakes on that. The team that starts off hot is usually the one that goes cold by the end of the season, and that's what happened to them. So I've
Remember
never
that
heard of
amazing September they had in 70-20 and
and I kept on saying, that's why I kept on saying, like, I don't like they're all hot and everything because everybody's like, how can any defense is gonna figure the way they do this? Freaking Bills had a bunch of injuries out there, and they figured that defense or that offense out, and they were able to stop it. So yeah, no, I think it's Tua.
Yeah, no, I mean, you made some good points there, Fernando. But I mean, for me, it's like it has to be Dak just because McCarthy's going to be gone if he doesn't perform, and then he can always just get another contract. You would assume. I think with Tua, like he's ending his rookie contract now, and so you would figure that whether or not they're going to move on from him. I think the pressure with the Cowboys is a lot more, and I think as Gilbert pointed out, I mean, we've seen this picture before. So if he doesn't, take them to at least the championship game, I think he's the one that's out along with McCarthy. So I'm giving Gilbert there the point. All right, guys, next one, and we'll start off with you here, Fernando. 7 rookies made the Pro Bowl roster from the 2023 draft. Which rookie player are you betting the Manzano and Ramirez farm will be on the Pro Bowl roster after this upcoming season?
Even though he has a terrible quarterback, I'm going to go Marvin Harrison Jr.
I knew it. Damn it.
I think. Well, I kind of wanted to say alt, but there's just so much talent at the tackle position all over that I just don't know.
Rashawn did it his rookie year.
Yeah, he did. But I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have a great season. I think he'll break out. And I hate that I went the safe route, but Gilbert didn't go the safe route on Saturday night, and he paid for it at dinner. So I'm gonna go with Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he'll make Kyler Murray look decent, and I think he's gonna put up big numbers. So I'm gonna go Marvin Harrison Jr.
Hey, blame Adam Hill for the worst steak I've ever had. And some advice here, which you don't need, but don't eat a steak at a dive bar at 1 a.m. Okay, it's
funniest part is I told Gilbert like a good I felt like we were a couple in one of those. I'm like, let me try it, and he passes over his plate, and I tried. I was like, oh crap. I'm like, this is like a hockey puck. So yeah, I definitely
and I blame people at T-Mobile Arena for not taking my second voucher. That's
I was pissed.
That's why I was hungry. I would have just had a beer, but I had a terrible steak. But anyways,
Uncle Dana takes care of us. I should
yeah.
start sending out tweets like that. The amazing hospitality of Dana White. Thank you so much for feeding us.
Anyways, you know what? For me, I will go a quarterback. I know that I've been showing Drake May a lot of love, but he doesn't have enough weapons. And then I also kind of been, what is that? What's the ring here? Actually, I wasn't. I still got to see
You're gonna go JJ McCarthy.
No. But
damn,
we're running out of names. But Caleb Williams, I got to see the Bears actually do something with a quarterback. I'm not going to give the Bears the benefit of the doubt because they added Caleb Williams and built a nice roster.
The head coach is going to be the problem.
60 years to get a quarterback to reach 4,000 yards in a season. You haven't done it for a reason. So I got to see it first. You know what? I'm going to go back. Robert Griffin III, 2012 in the nation's capital or Washington, whatever you want to call him back then. RG3 had a rookie of the year season. I think Jaden Daniels, I like him as a player. I worry about his durability. I worry about him taking so many hits that he won't have a long career. That's why I'd rather have Drake May. But coming out the gates, give me Jaden Daniels to have a great rookie year, make the Pro Bowl. Maybe he might win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but the question is Pro Bowl. As you know, the Pro Bowl is a sham. You didn't give me any. You didn't say anything about alternate or being an alternate or whatever. Give me Jaden Daniels to do it. He's going to rush for a lot of yards. We could probably pass for a good amount of yards. You got Scary Terry there. He has Cliff Kingsbury. I worry about that, but Jaden Daniels could have a good first year.
Washington Commanders, if you don't know, I'm going to do this for my brother. If you don't know, there is such a thing as the Gilberto curse. Sit that kid for 1 year and let him come out next year because he's going to get speared on the first play. And he's going to go down quicker than Aaron Rodgers. No,
your brother picked Jaime Munguia this weekend. How about that?
He did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you both picked 2 positions that it's going to be hard to kind of get a Pro Bowl guy, but we've seen it. I mean, it could be, I think, honestly, with Fernando, I'm going with Fernando here just because Marvin Harrison Jr., as you said, I mean, he has a chance to break a rookie record by Puka Nacua just because they have other weapons there, but they're probably gonna run the ball a lot. But Jaden Daniels scares me. I just don't know what to expect, and I'm kind of worried for Gilbert. He's gonna bet the Manzano farm on Jaden Daniels. It's a bit scary
Yeah.
there, but
Well, when he took Marvin Harrison and had fun with it, and it's all fake. And
yes, I
then
know.
you got Jared Goff and Dak Prescott and Kyler Murray in the NFC. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, that's true too. All right, so up to
The
one here,
heel.
Fernando. We're gonna start off here with Gilbert. Gilbert, during the NFL draft, C.J. Stroud and Micah Parsons were in a best division in 2023 debate that clearly Stroud was right about. As we sit here post the draft, who has the best division in football?
And for sure, you're right. CJ Stroud was clearly right about last year, AFC North. No way in hell it was the NFC East. What are we talking about, Michael Parsons? But I don't know. Like it, not like to me, it still feel like I'm not gonna be this predictable when you ask me again in the summer. But I don't see a team better than the Chiefs right now. Like I don't like, but I'm not gonna pick the AFC West. Like I still got to see the Chargers do something. The Broncos suck. The Raiders don't have a quarterback, so it's not gonna be them. And the NFC, like I still, that one's a little more open, but it's not gonna be the NFC East. I don't. The West could be maybe one, but I'm going back. I'm gonna keep it safe. The AFC North, I think Baltimore's still gonna be very good. I'm not saying they're gonna be better than the Chiefs. Very good. Obviously the Steelers could always be in the hunt for 10 wins. Joe Burrow's healthy. You see the video today? Joe Burrow's out practicing in May. The Bengals could always be something. And then obviously the Browns, they got a good team, but I never really care about the Browns for some reason. But they were good last year. Give me the AFC North to continue as of right now.
I'm gonna flip it on you. I'm gonna go the NFC North. NFC North has a lot of excitement, I think. You have the Lions. The Packers obviously did a lot of really good stuff last year that I'm excited to see how they get, because it was in the second half of the season after they played Brandon Staley's defense. It kind of jump started them, and they moved in and they were able to beat the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. And they were able to do some good stuff and head into the playoffs and obviously upset the Cowboys. And they took it to, who the hell did they play in the divisional? The 49ers. They took it to the 49ers in the second round. So I'm interested to see there. You obviously have the addition of Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen to that division. Their defense, I thought the Bears' defense is actually pretty good with Montez Sweat. They paid Jalen Johnson. I'm interested with that. And then obviously the Vikings got interesting because not just of JJ McCarthy, but even if it's him or if it's the other the USC kid, Darnold, maybe he finally gets his shot. But you have Justin Jefferson, you have Jordan Addison, you have some good players. There's a lot of names there. There's a lot of excitement around that division, and I guess I'm the one hyping it up. But I'm interested to see what the NFC North is going to look like. I'm really excited to see all those because it's a bunch of young quarterbacks in there. There's no like veteran, so I'm gonna go with the NFC North. I'm excited to see what. Oh well, I guess Jared Goff is the veteran there, but still, I'm excited to see what the whole dynamic of that division is gonna be, and I think honestly, it's a coin toss to who's gonna be the best team in that division.
Yeah, I'm with you, Fernando, in terms of that's an exciting division to watch, but I'm with Gilbert here. I mean, it's the AFC North. I mean, we've seen all four teams and how good like any of those teams can knock each other out. I think that's part of the reason as well. And as CJ Stroud pointed out, like on paper, I mean, you have Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, the MVP. The Pittsburgh Steelers. We don't know what their quarterback is going to be, but in terms of their defense, they're really good. And then who am I missing there? Who
The
am I
Cleveland Browns.
The
See,
Cleveland Browns. They made the
boring,
playoffs.
boring.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just as right now, and as you talked about it, and also I kind of want to move on to this next question, so that way you guys are tied up 2-2 here. I'll be honest here.
Everybody wants to see Justin Fields return. I'm excited for that if they
Yeah.
actually do that.
All right, Fernando. Here we go. Let's break the tie here. The NFL schedule is rumored to be dropping this Thursday. So, what is the must-see matchup that needs to be in prime time, and when is it taking place, and on what network? Fernando.
I want to go with Harbaugh versus Andy Reid. but I'm gonna go with the Harbaugh Bowl. Will be on Thanksgiving night on NBC. That'll be the final game of the Thanksgiving slate. The first time that the Harbaugh brothers met in the NFL was in 2011. It was on Thanksgiving night. 49ers Ravens. I think they'll repeat that. I think this year on Thanksgiving night we will get Chargers and Baltimore Ravens on Thursday night. I think that's going to be exciting. Obviously, we all know they love each other. They've come from a different background. They've both made it different ways. Jim Harbaugh was the quarterback that turned into a coach. He's gone through USD, Stanford, 49ers, Michigan, won a national championship. Now he's back in the NFL with the Chargers. John Harbaugh has been with the same team that he's been the head coach of. He's gone through Joe Flacco. He's gone through now Lamar Jackson. So obviously they should have been a Super Bowl. They were a Super Bowl contender last year. They didn't make it. So I think the Harbaugh Bowl is kind of what everybody. I think that's one of the games that everybody has circled on their calendar. So I'm going to go Harbaugh Bowl on Thanksgiving. Final game, NBC. Final answer.
Do the Falcons play the Vikings? I was trying to look it up.
Holy shit! Are you kidding me?
Why not? You know, I think they do play each other. If I don't, then
I'll
I'm
tell you
sorry.
right now.
I'll lose. But hey, Kirk Cousins and the Vikings could be interesting. And how about this? Maybe it's a week where Kirk Cousins just stinks, and then Michael Penix Jr. replaces him, becomes a starter, put it in prime time. I don't know what the hell. Not Thursday Night Football because Thursday Night Football is terrible. Sunday Night Football. So NBC. Michael Penix Jr. takes over Kirk Cousins against the Vikings.
It's in Minnesota.
There you go. Even better. In Minnesota. Kirk Cousins trying to get revenge, but he can't because that quarterback behind him is right there.
Wow. Yeah. Fernando made it pretty easy here. I mean, the Harbaugh ball is the way to go.
That's a snoozer.
But I was gonna, congratulations, Fernando, for your third straight win here, Fernando. I think you've had the longest winning streak. But I'll say this, for me personally, the one that I thought of that I kind of want to watch is CJ Stroud versus Caleb Williams. Texans versus the Bears. Two up and coming teams. I think they're kind of
gonna be a Thursday night game.
Yeah, imagine if that happens. I mean,
they're not gonna want to put that on a Sunday night, or like I would want to watch it. Yeah. But I think they're gonna end up making that a Thursday night game. This guy, that's a boring one. Are you kidding me? You just went with the AFC North, the safest pick out of them all.
We've seen the Harbaugh brothers face each other in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
you can't top that for a regular season game.
That was years ago. Now that he's back, different colors and everything.
Yeah.
This guy.